A lone piper, a cool and rainy day, a perfect welcome to Scotland. We began in Glasgow. Our grand old hotel was connected to Glasgow's main railway station, right in the heart of the city. We explored on our own, first at the Gallery of Modern Art. Outside, what began as a prank became a tradition. Traffic cones on the statue of the British Duke of Wellington. The city is proud of its Glasgow-style architecture, its scientific pioneers, and its culture. A virtuoso at Scotland's National Piping Centre provided our Smithsonian group's official welcome in sinus clearing. We got a basic lesson on a practice pipe. Some were brave enough to try the real thing. Then the real thing. Next, dinner with the group, and the age-old question for Scottish tourists, did you try haggis? The answer, yes. Next question, what did you think? The answer, it was pretty good. From Glasgow, we headed northwest into the Scottish Highlands. There, the scenery changed dramatically. Our first stop, the storied Loch Lomond.
By yon bonny banks and by yon bonny braes, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond, where me and my true love were ever wont to gae, on the bonny, bonny banks o' Loch Lomond. And ye'll take the high road while I take the low, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye. But me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks o' Loch Lomond. 'Twas there that we parted in yon shady glen, on the steep, steep side o' Ben Lomond, where in purple hue the Highland hills we view, with the moon coming out in the gloaming. And ye'll take the high road while I take the low, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye. But me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks o' Loch Lomond. The wee birdies sing, and the wild flowers spring, and in sunshine the waters are sleeping. But the broken-hearted ken...
Bonnie Prince Charlie, or Charles Edward Stuart, is a romantic figure to the Scots. He tried to restore the Stuarts to the English throne. He failed. We'll tell that story later at Culloden.
Scotland afore ye, but me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks o' Loch Lomond, on the bonny, bonny banks o' Loch Lomond.
Our route northeast traces the Great Glen Fault. Today's straight series of canals and locks is where tectonic plates crashed together hundreds of millions of years ago, including parts from what is now North America. The Culloden Moor, east of Inverness, was the site of the last major battle on British soil. There, in 1746, the mainly Catholic and Scottish Jacobites attempted to take the British throne from the Protestant House of Hanover and restore King James and the House of Stuart. They were led by Charles Edward Stuart, or Bonnie Prince Charlie. The two sides formed battle lines on this moor, and the Jacobites charged. But in less than an hour, the bloody battle was over, the Jacobites soundly defeated by the Protestant forces of England. Prince Charlie escaped into hiding, and descendants of the House of Hanover ruled Britain today. A docent with two brave volunteers gave us a whimsical version of the Jacobite charge.
We want King James back on the throne, don't we, Jacobites?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, shame must free! Shame must free! Shame must free! Shame must free! Not bad. And the three of us are going to charge straight at the Duke of Cumberland sitting there looking not scared whatsoever. You're not shouting! Fire! Charge!
Next, a drive through the Highlands to Brora. Brora would be our base for the next 2 days. We were on the Pictish Trail and learned about the ancient Picts at the Tarbot Discovery Center. It houses excavation sites and stones engraved with a writing yet to be deciphered. At the center, we met the author of a new book about how World War II affected the area and its people. One ghost of that war is an old military airfield and some of the buildings that bustled with activity back then. Dunrobin Castle began in the 14th century, was remodeled in the 19th century, in time for the visit of Queen Victoria. The grounds also protect ancient Pictish standing stones. Other Pictish artifacts are in its museum. These sculptures portray Victoria across the years. The castle boasts extensive gardens. Dunrobin also helps keep alive the story of falconry.
Through the first winter, and then they used to release them back into the gene pool. Rock pigeon, here he comes, bird, and he'll be coming down at the amazing.
Oh, she got it.
So you can see he's latched onto that, and there's no way he's going to let him go. Now, this guy's about 1.5 pounds in weight. Albeit he's got very in captivity. I've got some falconer friends who've had their falcons up to 13 years. And I try and give him everything he needs to keep him happy, and that's part and parcel. The husbandry is being a good falconer, and once they're happy, they don't want to leave you. It's like 5-star treatment, but you know, if he doesn't like something, he soon tells me. If I don't serve him his grouse right on the moor, he'll tell me. Yeah. You didn't do that.
After 2 days in the area, it was time to head southeast. We made a stop for Animal Act number 2.
Cork's not on the back of that car, is he? Cork's not on the back of there, is he?
One puppy tried to run with the big dogs.
This will be the third time the sheep has been sheared in its life. So she was only sheared once a year. Good job, well done. Thank you.
I'll pass it. Here, wipe your hands.
Oh, yeah.
For golfers, our next destination is the Mecca, the Ganges, the Vatican, and depending on one's game, the Wailing Wall. St. Andrew's Links, the oldest golf course in the world. The old course has challenged golfers since the 1400s. Not being golfers, we watched from our home there, the Old Course Hotel. Rooms are named after golf champions. The infamous 17th hole was right outside our window. The course is open to the public, and even to careful strollers. We toured the town of St. Andrews on foot. St. Andrews College is the alma mater of Prince William and Kate Middleton, now the Duchess of Cambridge. The letters PH on the pavement are those of Patrick Hamilton, a 24-year-old member of the university and the first martyr of the Scottish Reformation. In 1528, he was put to death in this spot by the Catholic Archbishop for heresy. St. Andrew's Cathedral was begun in the 12th century and was the largest church ever built in Scotland. It fell into disuse and ruin after the Scottish Reformation in the 16th century. Edinburgh is the capital of Scotland. The new town is the center of modern life, but it's not that new. It dates to the 18th century. Edinburgh's medieval Old Town tops a former fortress hill, divided from New Town by a park that used to be a loch. Edinburgh Castle dominates the site. From the castle, the Royal Mile of shops, museums, and restaurants leads to Holyrood Palace. Holyrood Palace is the official residence of the monarchy in Scotland. We visited Edinburgh during The Fringe, the largest arts festival in the world, featuring more than 3,000 shows in 300 venues. Though not part of The Fringe, the Edinburgh Military Tattoo is one of the biggest attractions. One didn't have to like bagpipes to be impressed. There were representatives from countries around the world.
last of the 2018 Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo.
We'll leave you with the finale.